there is a flood of IPOs in the Indian stock market. Already 5 IPOs were launched in this month, and today I am going to give a detailed analysis of one such company which is going to list on the Indian stock markets, and that shall be the 6th IPO of the month. So it is Mazagon Dock Limited. It is a public sector undertaking, rather a defense public sector undertaking. So we will first dive into the business of the company. Mazagon Dock Limited is a defense public sector undertaking, like I already told you, and they are engaged in constructing and repairing warships and submarines for the defense ministry. Besides this, they also manufacture cargo ships, multi-purpose support vehicles, water tankers for commercial clients. Look at this particular table. It will give you an idea of all the vessels that are delivered by the company since in the past 18 years. So there are a total of 27 deliveries that they have done. Now all these vessels have its own unique use and different features, etc. Secondly, let's come to the submarine. There are these 4 submarines which have been delivered by the company. And look at the structure of each submarine. It is so huge. So the construction of one submarine generally ranges between 72 months to 96 months, which is roughly 7 to 8 years. So that much of work goes behind constructing one submarine. Looking at the order book, it is one of the important factors for a company of this sort. So they have a total order book of approximately 54,000 crore. Now I'll tell you the timeline, okay, of how this entire order book the company is planning to execute. We can see that there are total 8 ships which they have to construct, total 4 submarines that they have to construct, and apart from that, 1 ship is for repair and 1 submarine is for again some repairing work. So these 8 ships, they are going to be completed between 2021 to 2025. Okay, by the end of 25 they should be done. Coming to the submarine part, 1 submarine they are going to deliver by the end of this year, and for rest of the submarines, after an interval of 1 year each, it would be delivered. So roughly around 2023 they should be able to deliver all the 4 submarines that are there. And apart from that, the 1 submarine which is there for that refit or repair, it will take around 2 years. Now that's how the timeline for the execution of the current order book will look like. It will take around 6 to 7 years. Okay. Now what we have to understand here is that this is how the revenue will also come. So as and when the company completes certain milestones or goals with respect to the construction of a particular ship or submarine, that's how they get the revenue. So basically we can see that it is a long gestation period actually. So yeah, that's about it. Now let's talk about the next important thing, which is revenue. Now before going ahead, I'll have to tell you one important thing here with respect to PAT of the company. So the company has taken a dip of 160 crores in the profit after tax. Now why this happened is, you all must be knowing that there was a change in the tax rate. The corporate tax rate was slashed to 25%. Now this company wanted to switch to that 25%, which is why according to certain rules, they were not given the option to avail other deductions and exemptions. So that is why they have to give that away, deductions and exemptions, in order to take this 25% tax rate in the future for all the years. So that is why there is a dip for this 1 year. Apart from that, the revenues and the PAT has been consistent, as you can see. And here comes the breakup of revenue. If you look at the breakup of revenue, we can see that contract revenue is the majority chunk through which they are getting their business. And apart from that, there are these 3 things. So talking about the diversification of the revenue, what they had said is, what the company is saying is that they are looking forward to diversify and they intend to increase the ship repair activity. So right now they are getting 3% revenue from the ship repair. They are having a target of increasing that 3% to 15% in the next 5 years duration. So what will happen is, they will be able to generate more revenues. It will increase their client base, okay, once this ship repair thing goes up. And second of all, they will reduce the dependency on the Ministry of Defense, because right now if you observed the order book properly, all these orders that were there, they were from Ministry of Defense, each and everything. So that is why this thing they are planning to increase. and here are the margins of the company. So as and when the ship repair business will go up, it will improve or it will help in improving the margins too. And one more thing is that they are in the process of reviving the exports for their defense and commercial products. So earlier in the past, they used to actually export it to Mexico, France, Bahamas, and all these countries. But now they are in the phase of reviving it. And additionally, they have got a new expansion plan. So they are just exploring the possibilities right now of developing a shipyard at Nhava. It is near Navi Mumbai. So if that is built, then what they are planning to do is they are planning to shift their ship repair activities over there. And like I told you, they want to increase that revenue from 3% to 15%. So probably somewhere around that they are planning to explore this opportunity. Now one more important point is the capacity. Okay, as to how many submarines can they actually build. What if they get 4 more orders from Ministry of Defense? Okay, just a possibility. So they have the current capacity of total 10 ships and 11 submarines. That's the total capacity. But they are currently having contract for only 8 ships and 4 submarines. So they have what we can call is spare capacity. So if an order comes in, they can actually deliver that order. Also, you can look at this particular thing, dividends. Since it is a public sector undertaking, we can expect good dividend from the company. Here is our peer comparison table. So the PE is considerably lesser, plus the company has got higher revenue. But one thing is that Cochin Shipyard has got higher PAT margins compared to all the 2 companies that are there, and Reliance Naval, it has a negative PAT, so that is why there can't be any margins. So yeah, that's about it. Now coming to the offer details, the IPO will be launched on 29th. It will go on till October 1st, and it is a completely offer for sale. The price band is 135 to 145. It will get listed on BSE as well as NSE. And you can see that 100% earlier the government of India used to own. Now 15% is going to be divested. So 15% will go to the public, and yeah, this is divestment is the plan of the government behind this particular IPO. Now, talking about the last part, I want to tell you about a moat that the company carries. Now, it is the only shipyard that has built destroyers and conventional submarines for Indian Navy till date. But one thing we must not forget is the government's talk with respect to Atmanirbhar Bharat, where they are actually pushing the private players too in the sector, and that might turn out to be competition for this company eventually when they would bid for any kind of a ship or submarine, etc. Okay. Secondly, looking at the current geopolitical scenario, we can clearly make out that we have to make our defense sector overall very strong. So of course the defense budget will increase year by year. We can also see this in this chart. And considering all the pointers and all the discussion that we had with respect to the company, we think that it is a good company for investment. So you can go ahead, invest, subscribe to the IPO. Do let me know how did you find the video. That's one thing. Second of all, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. We keep coming up with content related to financial research, economic analysis on the contemporary things that keep happening in the economy and markets. So thank you so much.